And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
India have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
No, that's been intercepted. And it's Bellingham. Nuno Mendes. Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking... Shapes to shoot! A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
He's absolutely full of energy here. Definitely had the right idea. A shame he just couldn't finish it off.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. India have got it back and they'll have another go. Oh, what a ball! Shoots! He scored! The breakthrough arrives at last! Terrific goal, what a super sharp finish.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
Number 11, Romario!
India have broken through, it's 1-0.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
There's the shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Hernus does really well there, he is strong. Threads one in. Oh, they can break here. And this is Messi. Messi was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it, and that has not gone well. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Ronaldinho, good purposeful running this.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Pass somewhat off target. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to maintain an attacking endeavour.
And the shot! Well, there's the clearance.
Substitution in progress.
Rijkaard has a shot! Costa Curta attempts a clearance. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. And no surprise, that's a booking.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
Substitutions taking place.
So, power or guile, what's it going to be? And this is a great chance to get themselves back square.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Defending of the desperate variety. Now it's Yamal. Oh, lovely bit of skill. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score.
Peru really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Lam is one whose deliveries we all know about. Chips it through. Tries a shot! It's off target and by quite a way.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
And it's Neymar. India still ahead by the game's only goal. Picked out. Oh, shooting chance! They fit it! And that should do it! Within sight of the finish line. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Things starting to... It's Adriano! It's their second corner of the game. Climbs up big! Decent enough try.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Well read, nice interception. Costa Curta goes on a charge down the left. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. Looking tidy in possession here, looking to play him in, and that is expertly dealt with. Yamal.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
Confirmation that there will be 4 minutes stoppage time. And here's Romario. Neymar. Now, what about a counter-attack? Adriano looking to run onto it. Pele in the hunt and looking threatening. Yamal. Adriano! It's in! Deep into injury time! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, that was good. A terrific advertisement for attacking football. Both sides glad to trade blows, to set out always only to win, and it came down to one decisive moment. Romario voted man of the match, and deservedly so. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
India really approached this game with clear intent, Peter, and a training ground plot was turned into a very good success.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all. This is where they want to be, one small step away from greatness.
Hello,
Win
everybody,
today,
and welcome
and
to
they will
today's
be
match.
up there amongst the elite. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. There's the whistle. India come into this game needing something. To fall short here would impact horribly on their future, immediate and beyond. Pele! Oh, it's come loose. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge, and he shoots! An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him.
Well, he's never the sort to doubt his own capabilities, always fancies himself, no matter what the situation.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Nuno Mendes here, I think, will be very important, Peter, particularly if they start to spread the play, because he's excellent in one-on-one positions, both attacking and defending. So I'd expect him to have some of that cutting edge in the team, making himself a great option when they've got possession.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. All the way back. Baresi. Ball's played through. Now that's well seen too. Ambitious ball here. India are seeing more of the ball, but still aren't carrying much goal threat. Ernest, and the volley. Oh, that is very close.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
And this is Messi. Tries to pass it through. And he's in on... And Messi! It's a loose ball. Well, that has not gone well. Saka. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Now it's Messi. Gets a good foot in there. Llorente. Now it's Mbappe. He's beaten Mbappe! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
This is why he's so highly regarded. Absolutely fantastic.
And we have our very first corner. Spreads it out wide. They get a throw in. It's Park Ji-suk. And they can counter here. Pele. Llorente. Pele going face-to-face with his great rival.
Yeah, we get to see this more and more. Defenders popping up in these positions.
Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Alexander-Arnold. Now, can they get him away? And they're not going to make any further progress now. Costa Curta. Now it's Pelé, looking for options for movement. And it's Llorente. Pelé. Pirlo. Baresi. It's Pirlo. Ernest. A probing pass. That has been cut short. Now it's Romario. That has been slung wide. Lovely pass, but can he get there? That's going to go a long way. Llorente. Played out towards the right wing.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Well, I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far. Pirlo. Ernest. Challenged just a bit on the firm side.
Ernest really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Roberto Carlos. Now it's Messi. Spread it left. It's Roberto Carlos! Now, oh, what has happened here? And we've reached half-time. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. And we are up to the break.
India ended that first half in such a strong fashion. I think we'll just have to wait and see now if they can rekindle that drive and that determination. It's been great commitment, and that has to be maintained in the second half.
So, no breakthrough from either side, 0-0 after 45 minutes of action. So off we go once more.
India clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Oh, what's he done? Costa Curta. Now Ernest. That has found him in acres of space. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. Llorente. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Alexander-Arnold. And here's Mbappe. And he's played it back. Nice looking ball. And that has been cleared. It's their second corner of the game. They've played it short. Brilliantly cut out. Turns and goes back. Shot a goal! And it's in! And the second half is off to a flyer! Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
Number 47, Phil Foden.
Manchester United have fired themselves in front.
Well, talk about the perfect start to the second half. They've certainly come out with more purpose, more energy, and it's paid off beautifully.
Manchester United have... That's rather hopeful! Costa Curta with the clearance. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
India are very much in the game and matching the opposition for chances.
Oh, no joy this time. Shoots! Oh, the ball's come. In he goes again! It's loose now and they want to get it back. This is where they want to be, one small step away from greatness.
Hello, everybody,
Win
and
today,
welcome to
and
today's
they will
match.
be up there amongst the elite. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. So it's down to business here. India cannot consider the option of defeat. It's not a question of want, but must. Ambitious ball here. Oh, no joy this time. Now it's Romario. And this is Messi. Shoots! He's delivered all right!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
India have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Well, Peter, this now poses the question of stick or twist. Do they immediately go for another one, or sit back and wait patiently for the opportunity to break?
Koeman. To Schneider. Davids. And it's Maldini. India leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. Neymar. Rui Costa. Hernes. To Lahm. That's an imaginative pass. Oh, that's a key interception. And it's Tevez. Schneider. Baresi. Thuram. Pirlo. Pele. India do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep, Peter. The front men have certainly been busy making the runs beyond that defence.
Oh, it's a tried and tested formula, OK, but very demanding too.
Well, you need your boys up front to work extremely hard, and you need to get the passing right as well, of course.
And it's Romario. Romario! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
This is why he's so highly regarded. Absolutely fantastic.
And we have our very first corner. Schneider goes short. And the shot! And this is Rui Costa. And now they can spring out of defence.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Now it's Tevez. Rui Costa. Lahm does well to get it back. Thuram. Now Costa Curta. Roberto Carlos. Baresi. Thuram. Pirlo. And here's Tevez. Roberto Carlos is always looking to play quality balls. Pele. Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Now it's Romario. Ernest. And he's been shifted off it. Lam. Thuram. Baresi. Pele, who's set up one goal so far. And here's Messi.
Messi really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Not getting too much time on the ball here, that is good pressing.
India really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
And it's Tevez. Looking to play him in. And Romario!
Can't be expected to deliver anything better than that. This is heroic keeping.
Pele. Costa Curta. Pele. Looking for options for movement. Roberto Carlos gets into some space.
Well, not the worst attempt. A little technical tweak should help the quality.
Substitution in progress.
And he's gone looking for safety.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Thuram. And it's Davids. Caresses it through. And the first 45 minutes are up. Been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. Some first half thoughts?
Well, it's obvious, Peter, that this team was set up to play on the break, and their opponents pretty much played right into their hands, so no wonder they've got their tails up at half-time.
India are 1-0 up at half-time, and it's all to play for.
Substitution on the field. Number 17, Pirlo.
And the second half gets underway.
India definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
Thuram. India do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy. They've got to make this nice and quick.
Now it's Messi. Neymar, a player who needs no introduction. Rui Costa. Good defending there, they've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Neymar. And it's Tevez. It's Schneider. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Davids. To Maldini. Now it's Mbappe. Tevez! Pele. India just about have their noses in front. It is the slenderest of leads. Costa Curta. And here's Roberto Carlos. Guardiola. Baresi. Gets a good foot in there. Thuram has got himself a free kick. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. So here we are, a new chapter begins, new heroes will arise, new legends will be written. It is time to turn the page. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Well, we're on the way. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, this fella, Maignan, we all remember him, Peter, from his stint in his native France. That time he took an unfancied side to the title against all the odds. I think he had 21 clean sheets that year, which is over half the games, and proof that goalkeepers can make a real difference.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. Vitinha. Looking for options for movement. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And he was alert to it. Hernes. He shifted it to the flank. That is ended up in no man's land. Messi producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Threads one in, and he's intervened well there. Costa Curta. Pretty cagey early on from both sides. Thuram. Hernes. Pirlo. Mbappe. Pirlo, Baresi, Raul did well to step in there, that was more than necessary. Great ball if he can get there. And this is Romario. Mbappe. Now it's and a chance! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Hernes tries to clear. And this is Neymar.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
That's an imaginative pass. Baresi with the clearance. India yet to have an attempt on goal. Now it's Romario. He's Romario! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
That's really well cleared. Shot at goal! Just not quite happening for him just now.
India really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
It's their second corner of the game. Punched away. He's tried one! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Well, let's just consider that one a rangefinder, Peter. It certainly wasn't troubling the goalkeeper.
Hernus picks it up from the goal kick. He's through here. And the pass is intercepted. Marquinhos is pretty much the definition of the word uncompromising. Aimed beyond the defence. Can he finish? Goal! The breakthrough strike! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Number 11, Romario.
India have taken the lead.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
There they go, hunting in packs. Neymar not one to pass up the chance to run up the defence. He loves those duels.
Well, you can't grumble when a player at least tries to make something happen.
Maldini. And it's Messi. Shot could be on. Cleared away. Oh, he's been caught napping. Costa Curta cuts out the pass. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. Over to the left. Knocks it into space. Corner number 3 coming up. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Costa Curta. Roberto Carlos. Mbappe. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Now it's Raul. He's had it taken off him.
Minutes has been
And
indicated.
he's been shifted off it. Vitinha. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. And it's been played through. Face to face with the keeper. Shoots! Oh, it's come off the upright. Good effort. And it is right on half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Fellow attendees, this is
To look
a
back on the first
children's
45 minutes.
announcement.
Well, I think it's a
Please
case
keep your
of so
eyes on
far,
your children
so
during
good.
the match at
The
all
boss has
times.
clearly done his homework, and I don't think he needs to change much during the break. Now they've got the lead, they can expect more of the same in the second half.
India head for the dressing room in possession of a 1-0 lead. Here we go again then.
India definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
Romario. Vitinha.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Lam is one whose deliveries we all know about. Thuram. Now Costa Curta. And it's Messi. It looks a good ball through. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Mbappe. Thuram. Now, can they get him away? Oh, that's neat. He's in a great position here. Chance for a shot! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
It's certainly a bold attempt, and there's nothing wrong with that. Shame he didn't work the keeper a bit more, though. India couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
India just about have their noses in front. It is the slenderest of leads. There's the man who is effectively the team's security policy. 60 minutes played. Oh, super ball! And Messi! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Messi is offering a right smile there.
So their fourth corner of the game. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. And back to the keeper. Your impression so far, Jim?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to maintain an attacking endeavour.
And here's Romario. Vitinha tries to play it through. And he welcomes it in. An uncompromising challenge. Corner number 2 then. Rice.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
This is a really front-footed approach.
A lucky break.
And the shot! Lam. Not the most convincing of passes. And it's Thuram. Lam. Pirlo. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Hernes. And it's Romario. Vitinha gets a foot in here. Played into space. And he was quick to react.
Barcelona really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Probing pass. That has not gone well. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Pass somewhat off target. Always onto this. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Cross deflected behind for a corner. So, third corner of the game. Roberto Carlos can get it clear. India have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Messi. Can he get it through?
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Out for a throw. Nicely aimed pass. Just 5 minutes remaining now.
That's going in strongly.
And here's Romario. Lam. That's good defending, very good defending. They're up to 5 corners now. climbs up big! No, he didn't quite meet it right. Some resolute defending there. Well, that is one way to stop him. Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. Thuram. Pirlo. Oh, good spread. And that will be the final act. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Fingernails bitten to the quick, but they have got over the line. Quite a ride. Romario claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument.
Thank you for your cooperation.
Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, that was a hard-fought win with a defensive masterclass. They backed up their goal with a resilience that was first class.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you.
Hey, really cool thing you got here. Yes, sir.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. Well, we're on the way. Bebeto, one half, of course, of one of the deadliest strike partnerships in history.
Yeah, he's the perfect fit for a fox-in-the-box type player, as he's got surprisingly good vision and an eye for a pass that allowed him to play more creative roles.
Whilst remaining, of course, a genuinely prolific goal scorer. A 29-goal season, a 25-goal season during his stint in Spain.
And people will, of course, remember him for coming up with one of football's most iconic celebrations too.
Pirlo. Thuram. Baresi. Now Costa Curta. Musiala. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Now it's Romario. That is a great pick out. Rodri. And it's Guardiola. Oh, easy pickings there. Nice looking ball. Rodri. It is early, but the game hasn't yet sparked into life. And Hernandez. Rodri. And it's Neymar. Now it's Mbappe. And he's managed to get free. Threads one in. Tries a shot! Goal! The perfect outcome to mark his 50th game. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Number 11, Romario.
Barcelona are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Hernandez. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. He's got plenty of space out wide here. He is through here! Lam is always looking to play quality balls. Hwang Hee-chan.
Oh, great feat, that.
He's beaten the last man. Closing. Oh, shooting chance! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
India with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Out to the left it goes. And now a sudden chance to counter. And it's Musiala. Guardiola. For Musiala. Oh, such a clever touch. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Shapes to shoot! Goal! And they're at it again in double quick time. Simplicity itself.
Well, from a defensive perspective, Peter, that's a really poor one to give away. Yes, the movement was very good, but the defence made it way too easy.
India are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Roberto Carlos. Well read, nice interception. Cannavaro. And it's Hernandez. Musiala. Musiala goes steaming forward. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. No, that's been intercepted. Roberto Carlos. Pass is just off target. Ernest, the specialist in tearing teams apart. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Shot could be on. And Bebeto! He's scored! Just one goal in it now! Game on! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Now it's Hwang Hee-chan. Into the final 5 minutes of the first half. Great defending, strong and determined.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Cannavaro. Here's Rodri. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Costa Curta. Pirlo. Mbappe, he is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. Played out to the right. Caught offside that time. Can he get it through? Cannavaro makes the interception. And the first 45 minutes are up. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time.
Just a quick reminder.
Neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half this.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
India head into the half-time break with a narrow lead, 2-1. And that's the start of another 45 minutes. It's a good run down the left-hand side. Aimed beyond the defence. Horace! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Hoeneß has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Rodri. And it's Rodri. To Musiala. Ernest. Pirlo. Mbappe, who's set up one goal so far. Rodri. Hernandez. Well-timed, excellent interception. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. That's a cute ball. Casillas claims comfortably. Hernandez. And it's Rodri. For Musiala. Marquinhos. It's a good run down the right. Marquinhos charging forward down that flank. Musiala. Chance! Now, who's going to be first to this? And it's Guardiola. Knocks it into space. And that has been clubbed away. Just about up to the hour now. Now, can they get him away?
Barcelona really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Casillas breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Now it's Hwang Hee-chan. He's having a go! Oh, split-second reaction.
Hwang Hee-chan is offering a wry smile there.
Corner number 2 then. And now they can spring out of defence. Cross flung in towards the middle. Guardiola. Messi. Out for a throw. And it's Guardiola. Hernandez. Pirlo. Barcelona appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Oh, that's fabulous. Strong challenge. That could leave a mark. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Hernes. That pass has been well intercepted. Mbappe. This is Romario. Looking to play him in.
India surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Guardiola. Costa Curta gets a foot in here. Rodri. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. That has not gone well. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Cannavaro. And it's Rodri. And Hernandez. And he's forced to go back. India clearly now in lead preservation mode. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. India close now to seeing this one through to the end. Thuram, the man that is tenacity personified. Great vision. Oh, he couldn't quite make it.
I'm sure some will disagree with me, but this is all about good ball retention now.
Pirlo.
There will be
Hermes.
1 minute added time.
Hernandez gets across to intercept that. And here's Neymar. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all of us glued to our seats from the very beginning. Hwang Hee-chan voted man of the match, and deservedly so. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
India really were very impressive in the way they found pockets of space in those key areas. They were able to get the runners in, and that proved decisive.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. And we're underway. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Nuno Mendes here, I think, will be very important, Peter, particularly if they start to spread the play, because he's excellent in one-on-one positions, both attacking and defending. So I'd expect him to have some of that cutting edge in the team, making himself a great option when they've got possession.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Now who's going to be first to this? Incoming to... There's the header! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Kane is offering a wry smile there.
Neymar. Nuno Mendes. And it's Dyer. Pirlo. And Maitland-Niles. That has not gone well. Pirlo. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Dyer. Played out wide. Pirlo. Can he get it through? And this is Kane. Kane! Goal! Milan! And Milan have the lead. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And here's Romario. He might be in here. And Romario! Oh, that was no routine save.
Romario clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Maitland-Niles. Messi is in a really good position out wide. Maitland-Niles. And that's been drilled in.
India really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Neymar. And it's De Bruyne. Oh, played through for the wide man. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. He's got away, drilled in low. And that was very necessary. Oh no, what has happened here? Neymar's cross. That needed to be better, and he knows it.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
They've played it short. Swept in. Van der Sar claims it. And the shot!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Schüller. De Bruyne. Now it's Messi. Crosses it. Great chance!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And it's Pirlo. Gives it back. And Neymar. Dyer. De Bruyne! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
Well, it wasn't the best pass, was it? The apologetic look says it all, really. He knows he could have got his team in real trouble then.
Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, tries a shot! Oh, split-second reaction.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Corner number 2 then. And now they can spring out of defence. He's being chased here by an unwelcome guest. And this is Messi, and he's certainly onside here. He has found the way through. Played into the box. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner. It's their second corner of the game. Pirlo plays it short. And he's gone backward here. Oh, he's been caught, and he shoots! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
So, third corner of the game. Pirlo goes short. Chance for a shot!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Maitland-Niles. Schüller. Out of play for a throw. Ah, good steal, he just read it. Neymar. And it's Pirlo.
2 added minutes.
He's
have
gone
been
for
indicated.
goal! And for a moment, time stood still.
Well, talking about creating a problem for yourself, OK, credit to good pressing, but that was entirely avoidable.
Nuno Mendes. Showing great feet there. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Please make sure to watch the screen.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
Here we go again then.
India can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Kane! Oh, what a save from Van der Sar!
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision.
Oh, he's been caught on it here! Costa Curta. Oh, they could be caught out here. It's Kane! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
And this is why almost every team presses from the front these days, Peter. If you get it right, it creates more chances.
Bade and Mendes. Pirlo. And it's De Bruyne. Played out towards the right wing. Maitland-Niles.
That's good play from him.
And it's Pirlo. Pirlo! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
So their fourth corner of the game. Pirlo with the short one. India are looking to go forward now. Nuno Mendes. India still this single goal behind. De Bruyne. Oh, this is a... And De Bruyne! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
They're up to 5 corners now. And it's been taken short. And it's played... He rises! Really well taken goal. 2 up now, and they are cruising. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Milan are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but...
Chance, surely! Relentless! just relentless. And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
This is frightening football. He has increased... Pirlo!
Oh, brilliant save.
He just didn't catch that one right, and he knows it.
No, again, there's no way through. Bade. Dyer. Pirlo is always looking to break lines. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And Messi! Keeper gets just about enough of it.
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there, and that wasn't it.